All right, so we got that live. Then once we start the show proper, all we'll have to do is get the I'll think of it. The
lube.
That's right. Oh, we got to turn the mic on.
Yeah, I was gonna say
we're not gonna like last time.
Not gonna have microphone gate repeat itself.
That's right. Of course, once our co-host here gets off of his phone, so he can pull his microphone down.
I'm getting it ready for Facebook.
Oh yeah, I want to do that too.
We're already on Facebook. We already did that.
Have you been streaming?
We've been streaming.
Oh, we are?
Well, 49 seconds ago.
Oh.
So.
I didn't get the alert. What the?
Yeah, I didn't either. What the hell?
Just give it a second. It'll be coming through.
Okay, good. Oh, there it is.
See that? I told you.
You nailed it.
I got it. Figured out.
I'm eating food.
Oh, hey, there you are.
Here we are.
Shut up, us.
Shut up, past versions of us.
Old versions. Hey, we got 2 viewers. I wonder who they are.
Oh, boy. They're definitely not the people on the screen or in the room.
Oh, God. Let's see here.
How could that even be possible?
Speaking of the screen, I got to move this overlay away so that you can see the real Zach here.
Hey, me.
New Guy 3, is that you?
It's new Guy 3. And there we are. Okay. There we are. So, we have a third person.
Oh, hot damn.
That's what I just asked. I was wondering if,
that means we've got real people now.
there's one real human being suffering through this, and watch
Could
how
be a
fast they
Russian
leave.
bot. We don't know.
We appreciate you, Russian bot.
That's right. That's
We
right.
love you, Russian bot.
Dasvidanya to you, Russian bot.
Oh, it's Kenny.
Hey, Kenny. You're our favorite Russian bot.
Kenny!
That's right. All right, here we go.
I keep saying Russian body on the subtext. You have our favorite Russian body, Kenny.
That's right. Yep. That's it.
Duh.
Absolutely.
Duh.
Well, okay. I guess why not start the show, right?
Fuck
I
it.
mean,
Why should we delay the inevitable?
it makes sense.
I say let's just
I'm
plummet
so
head first.
mad about this. Fuck, they're so dirty.
I got
my
to
new
do the
favorite.
I got to do the thing.
What is that from? That's my new favorite one.
I think you should leave. It's the it's the one with the driving instructor.
The driver's ed.
Yeah, he's playing that.
Fuck, that's so dirty.
I think it may have overtaken Keith David's "Here I Am."
Here
That's
I
my
am.
favorite sound. That you guys
Yeah. Oh yeah. We've got some winners here for certain. Let's speaking of losers here, let's start the show with no watchers but us.
It's just me and Kenny.
That's it. There we
That's all
go.
we've left.
Ladies and gentlemen, could I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Yay! And then... Wait! What does that do? Does that blow your mind? That just happened.
This corner weighing in at 180 pounds.
Darkness, everybody!
You've got a dirty, whorish mouth.
Bunch of fucking amateurs. Am I wrong? No. Am I wrong? Yeah. Okay, then. Hail to the king, baby.
Oh, fuck it, dude. Let's go bulls.
You tell anyone about this, I'll fucking kill you. I'm kidding. We'll come back by tonight. Okay,
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Kickstart with Matt
And Matt.
And Zach.
Zach is back. He's here again.
I have returned.
He is a glutton for punishment and continues to subject himself to our nonsense.
A glutton in general.
This just in.
You're in good company.
That's right. There we go.
Hate myself, which is why I do this show every week.
Oh, what a joy. What a joy. For those of you watching live, which is none of you, I don't think, I just want to let you know that you
missed it.
You missed everything.
You fucking missed out.
I'm making it a point to continually talk about our Patreon.
We want money.
Give me your money. Give it to me.
You don't need it.
You don't need it.
Fucking man!
So that's what we're looking for, okay?
We
but
want cash.
we've got, rather than typing in all this nonsense, all you got to type in is tinyurl.com/kickstart Eminem. Okay, it's a lot better than typing the rest of the thing.
Rolls right
Trust
off
me.
the tongue.
It's like 40 characters long. All you got to do right there, perfect. It's an even 39. So
Just visit our pages.
as we move into this week, I have to go back a week. All right, last week we did not talk about one of the most important things that happened
in our generation.
our generation.
Oh, God.
Exactly right. Which was the Judas Priest show.
Oh yeah, we didn't.
We didn't even bring it
didn't
up.
touch
We
it?
got so wrapped up in our pedantic bullshit that we forgot all about the pinnacle of my year thus far.
It was pretty sweet.
It was amazing to see the guys again. 50 years.
This is perfect
They've
because
been making this.
Zach is here and he can relate to the first part of
And
this
that's the
story.
reason why I thought, you know what, it's kind of poetic that I did forget about it, because we got there and I said, I don't really care about the opening band.
Sure.
We're just, so we can just hang out. So we hung out in the parking garage a little bit longer. We weren't in a rush to get in there.
Yeah.
But we got there, found our beers, we went in, and who's playing but Sabaton, all right? I already knew this, and I told Matt, but he had made the connection,
I
here
heard,
you take
I
over.
heard the name, and I thought Sabaton. That sounds vaguely familiar, but I have no idea who they are.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, the week prior to that, or even a few days prior
Just
to
a
that,
few days.
Yes.
Zach and I had been in Salem,
Mm-hmm.
and we were listening to a Spotify playlist based on what was
Rammstein.
it? Rammstein. Trying to nail down what genre Rammstein is in. So we're like,
Yeah.
it's kind of industrial, it's kind of alt rock, it's kind of metal, it's kind of like, and meanwhile, every band that comes up in the Spotify playlist are like bands we're talking about.
Yeah, we
in
were
relation
already
to them.
talking about them. Yeah.
We made the playlist. We
Right.
knew it
Might
already.
as well, except
For this
for
one
some
exception.
band called Sabaton.
Sabaton came on, and they were a band that it sounded like their singer was Zangief from Street Fighter.
Mhm, mhm.
And he was fucking
It's like
Deep
it
as
sounds like
fuck.
sounds like fucking Gaston from Beauty and the
Yeah.
Beast, like swinging a mug of ale and
There you go.
screaming out lyrics.
That's what you want.
Oh my god.
Sausages.
What this fucking song. So this was so amazing. We go into the venue, we take our seats. I hear the song that's playing, and prior to this in the Salem trip, me and Zach heard this song where it sounded like we couldn't tell what the words were,
Nope.
but Zach figured out the words himself that were what was it?
It sounded like it was
Hungry
saying, like,
Man.
Hungry Man.
Sausages.
Try again.
Try again.
Sausages.
That's right.
Hungry Men Sausages Try Again.
Yeah.
And I hear this fucking song on the stage, and I got so excited because I was like, Zach, I texted him immediately. Zach, you'll never believe who I'm watching right now. It's Zangief, and he's singing Sausages.
I gotta be honest, I was more jealous about that than Judas Priest.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that was the beauty of it all, is that at least we, didn't have to sit through, a whole set of them playing the same song over and over again.
It was fun because I knew their songs
And
from
that was it. That was it. That
What
made
are
it all
the
worth it.
odds?
Yeah.
What are the odds of that happening? That a band you've never, ever, ever heard of,
Yeah.
who's apparently been around for a while, and you hear them for the first time 3 days before, make fun of them, and then they're on stage in front of you.
There you
It's
go.
just so fucking surreal.
Yeah.
It's so
It's like-
weird.
It was like Keith David all over again.
Here I am.
There he is.
There he is.
Oh, wow,
I was-
that's
I was worried about worried about that for a second there. But yeah, that was pretty damn good.
That was pretty fun, and that was just, of course, the footnote to,
Right.
to the Judas Priest event. I mean, that was for me was shocking and amazing.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That really was a great. What do they call that?
Preface.
Yeah, no, but like it's the meal that's the.
The hors d'oeuvres.
Appetizer?
Hors d'oeuvres.
No, it's a French word.
hors d'oeuvres.
Hors
No,
d'oeuvre?
not that one.
Hors d'oeuvres.
No, it's
Mousse bouche.
That's it. That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, it's give you a little flavors of the rest of the evening.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
So, and by that I mean walking back to your car in a pouring,
Oh fuck yeah.
pouring rain. Anyhow, so they get on stage. Okay. Priest comes out. They're playing. They're doing fucking great. Rob's screaming his heart out, and I'm cupping my ears every time I know there's one coming up, just so I can get all of those sound waves and absorb them into my brain. It's what helps to keep it scrambled through the ear. That way I can properly not end up killing people. So it's a good suppressant. Lets that stuff out, in a healthy way, like pain. So they go through, they do this whole thing. They get towards the end. They're coming out saying that they're going to end on Painkiller, which of course they're not going to end on Painkiller. So they all walk off stage. Then of course, then you hear the thunder and you hear the motorcycle roaring, and Rob comes riding out on stage. They do Hellbent for Leather. Of course, it was wonderful. And then as they're finishing the song, I see two of the stagehands push what seems to be a dumpster out onto the stage, like prominently onto the stage.
Okay.
And I was thinking, what in the hell are they? I thought, well, maybe this is where they're going to put the bike. But I was like, what? Maybe it's like a storage box or something. And I was like, why in the hell are they doing this? What's the deal? And then they play Living After Midnight as the real finale song, which that makes a little bit more sense. And then all of a sudden, a giant bull appears on the stage.
It was very unclear what this massive creature was at first, because all we saw was like this humongous shape, just
with the glowing
over.
eyes, and we thought it was Satan had followed us from Salem. So
I was like, what the fuck is this? I thought Richie was going to get fucking smushed to death by it.
So then it fully inflates, and it's this bull. And it has the 1 foot out, the hoof out, and Richie's like kicking it and whatever. So that's shadow boxing this inflatable bull. And so basically, this is the whole set. The stage is like a little homage to where they're all from Birmingham there. And so there's like a big like tower for the metal factory that comes up during the one part of this
poisonous gas being leaked everywhere.
Everywhere. It's just like toxic wasteland everywhere. Just completely.
Fences, dogs, or skeletons everywhere.
Everything.
It's a bunch of sad, skinny children only eating pieces of bread.
That's right. They're like, man, they really went the extra mile with the stage this year. I guess it is 50 years. You got to do it for the golden.
50 years these people have been hungry. Freedom.
That's right. That's exactly right. So they do that. We're trying to figure out what the hell the deal is with the bull. Then finally, after a bunch of research the following day, found out it's the bull ring is a big shopping center over there in England. And there's a big metal bull at the center of it that people always take pictures in front of, and that's what this bull was. So for any of you who saw Priest or are going to see Priest, when that bull pops out, now you're in the know. You want to be in the know when the bull pops out. Not in the dark. You don't want to be fumbling trying to figure out what's going on.
You'll literally be in the dark.
Right, exactly. Well, you will be. It's true.
But you won't be confused.
Yeah, it's and also like if you're hot dog sick, does that mean you're fiending for one or fiending from one?
I think it's both.
Hot dog sick, in my experience, is just when I ate too many hot dogs.
Yeah. That could be.
And they're coming back out.
I think it's a situational thing, is what it is.
That's true. It is a situation by situation.
If you have hot dog fever, is when you want one.
That's a different.
So hot dog sick when you had too many.
You get hot dog fever, you eat hot dogs, you get hot dog sick.
This is it.
One of life.
Hot dog. It goes full circle, right back round again. Yeah. That's it.
This is exactly what I wanted.
Going back to the fucking Greek days of binging and purging.
The
Romans, yes.
Romans, whatever.
The vomitorium.
Fucking
The Romans were America 1.0 is really what they were.
They were our first preview into America.
They're like, what if we just have everything that we want?
That sounds good to me.
I mean,
I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that.
That is a frighteningly true thing, though. That if you look at history of Rome, it really is, and right down to as it progresses and they start letting in like the tribes from outside, and those tribes are like, these people are all fucking soft.
Yes.
because like the strong Rome became just cushy, sit on our asses and eat so much that we puke Rome and fuck little boys Rome.
Yep.
I'm really setting up for my podcast.
That's right.
You're getting the mood set just right.
He's pointing to the fences here. He's getting the bat ready.
It's so. I mean, not that Americans all fuck little boys. That's not what I'm saying.
Right. Because neither did all Romans.
But not all. Yeah, hashtag not all Romans.
Hashtag not all Romans.
There's a high-profile constituency that does do that, though, in our country.
That's right.
Hollywood elite.
That's right.
And all the people go to Bohemian Grove.
All the followers of Moloch, as we know.
Oh, okay. Just hit the button for something, Alex Jones. Just do it. There we go.
That's so much. I mean, I know we've talked about that before, but really, that was one of the more interesting things he did was kind of like expose the Bohemian Grove through video.
If you put quotation marks around that, then
I'm trying. He's a rabid dog. I'm just trying to throw him a bone here.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah, but it's you know, there are definitely some correlations between the two. I think that we're also going to end up burning ourselves down to the ground, probably through nuclear weapons, though, since they didn't really have them. I guess that's sort of fire 2.0 is nuclear bombs.
Rome's gonna burn a different way.
Yeah, that's it. And all roads lead to Rome. That's what I learned. I learned that in driver's ed, I think. So
make a left turn because you don't want to get too close to Rome.
That's right. Always throw a left in there every once in a while. Even if you think the GPS is taking you the right way, just take a left just to make sure it's not some pre-programmed thing. That was an episode of Monk once. Back when GPS first came out in fancy cars, that had a little chip, the little SD card they had to put in with the maps on it. Somebody took the map, reprogrammed it to this like abandoned lot, stuck it in there, and when the person followed the GPS there, they ended up in the abandoned lot, and that's where the murderer came and killed them.
Oh,
kind of genius,
that's
actually.
Pretty good.
If only that's how GPS worked.
if only we could reprogram the entire interface of GPS.
So much easier to murder people.
It would be. just get their phone to take them there, and bang! That's all you got to do.
These kids today don't understand how easy it was to murder people back in the day, and now there's so many hoops.
They're so spoiled now.
It's like, come on, really? Yeah, give me a break. But speaking of a break, we're finally going to have our greatest weekend that we look forward to all year.
Our big break is coming.
Our big break is coming.
We're going to reunite with our number
one. Number one
on our show.
I'm number one in your hearts.
Number one in your hearts. Goddamn better be.
Yep, that's right. That's right. And Juan, you better get ready. You better get ready because we're bringing the recorder and we're going to do a little interview.
We should do a little spot with him. That'd be
we're
cool.
going to get. We're actually have to. We're going to get Warren to go and interview the celebrities. That's his.
Be great.
That's his job. He's our field reporter.
Reporting from the field.
Number one here.
Number one.
Dude, you should totally do that, and then just over the next couple weeks, just incorporate one each episode or something.
Yeah,
like that.
that's it. We can definitely figure something out there. We're gonna.
I saw he got some work. I think he was.
Did he?
Yeah, I think he was doing a commercial. It looked like, and I'm just assuming here based on his pictures, but it looked like he was doing a commercial spot for the Maryland Lottery.
Cool.
He looked all professional and all.
Oh man!
I was like, either that or he won the lottery.
Won either way.
In which case, if he did, he's done with this show.
We'll see if Juan shows up tonight.
Does the Maryland Lottery have a stupid fucking gopher or anything like that, like PA does?
Actually don't really know for sure.
Probably a crab, if anything.
It's a crab with a bunch of garbage all over it.
Eat these fucking tickets. I buy them and then eat them.
I'm Krabby Steve. Eat Old Bay.
I'm Krabby Steve. I'm angry that you aren't playing the lotto. Gamble.
Give your money to the elderly. Come on.
You covered my eyes in Old Bay and I can't see.
You borrowed my whole family. You goddamn gamble already.
They made me watch from the tank.
They said that we had one too many to fit in the pot. Well,
I can hear the screams.
I can't sleep at night. All it is, it's echoing in my shell all night.
I'm just up all night clacking. I can't stop clacking.
Wasting away again in Margaritaville.
Poor Crab has a drinking habit. He's urging you to spend all your money on the lottery, so you stop eating his family.
That's it. That's all he wants.
Eat more lobsters.
Trust me, they're better. They're better. I don't know any of them.
Cultish Maryland people and your love for crabs. Leave us alone.
There's not mustard inside of us, I promise.
It's not my fault. We're so delicious.
I can't do anything about it. Well, speaking of delicious, I finally took advantage of the make a 6-pack over at the beer distributor there the other day.
Oh, create a 6-pack.
Yeah, well, whatever.
I mean,
I said make.
Make is right.
However you want to do it.
My brain had to
whatever
frame a
verbiage.
different word.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever verbiage he wants.
Yeah, it's my show. All right. So,
He could fuck a 6-pack if he wants to.
so whatever I want to do, I get to make the rules. But I got a whole bunch of different pumpkin beers, and I'm going to taste them through the rest of the show. So I may exclaim with joy, or I may recoil with regret. But that won't be any different than what you're used to seeing on this show. So it'll all be par for the course. Now, so we've got at MonsterCon, we got, as we talked about, Christopher Lloyd. All right, we got the man himself. He's going to be there. We've got Dick Dreyfuss is going to be there.
Big Dick.
Oh man.
Who's Dick Dreyfuss?
Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh, Richard Dreyfuss.
we're friends with him. We've been to cons before together, so we
I've
call
been
him
in the
Dick.
room with him.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've seen him.
You're
He's-
friends.
Yeah, we're friends.
He's a big old dick.
I threw some mashed
Oh,
potatoes at him once.
Make a mountain out of this.
A kickstart with Matt and Matt.
That's right.
Gonna be a great
That's
love
what
that.
we-
I love that podcast.
that's it.
I want the opposite. I'm gonna try to get these people.
It won't, and with
say
him, it
that
won't be
they
hard.
hate it.
It won't be hard because
Yeah.
he doesn't like very much these days. I don't think that he really liked a whole lot to begin with, but
yeah, at least it's
Yeah.
an honest interpretation or an honest review.
yeah,
I don't like it.
yeah, right, exactly.
Why are you here still?
You guys aren't funny.
Yeah,
I would love that. I fucking love it.
yep. That would be printed right on a T-shirt,
You guys aren't
right on a
funny.
T-shirt. That's what we do. And then Robert England's going to be there too.
Oh, man.
Always.
That
Yeah,
one I'm
he's-
jealous of.
Anywhere,
Stable.
yep.
He's always there, dude. He's
Yeah.
at every con. He is like the con master.
I mean, if I had a healthy immune system and a modicum of fame, I would absolutely do it.
Dude,
Yeah.
and that's
Absolutely.
all that these people do who
Make
are there.
money hand over fist.
Most of you remember fucking what? Every obscure person we've ever encountered, Adrian Barbeau, Dean Cain,
Yeah.
fucking Lou Diamond Phillips.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
MonsterCon?
Yeah.
What
They're
monster movies was he in?
Every single movie
Yeah,
he's in is a
that's-
fucking horror movie.
That's right. It's terrible.
Hey,
No.
whoa. Young Guns is a fucking classic.
No, I'm not going to slander LDP. He's good.
No, but
Thank you for using his proper name.
LDP. I've said that before too, man. Like, if I could get onto, like, there's so many people who, when they get onto something, some show or some movie, that suddenly they are now known for. There are so many actors and actresses who just want to immediately break away and be like, I'm more than this.
Yeah.
For me, fuck that. You ride that wave, and then you, like you said, you just you can coast the rest of your career
You've got
on
to.
cons.
These dudes know how to make their money. Okay, these are like just exactly what you said. They're in one thing. They have a banner. They had some screen time and maybe some lines. Doesn't matter how big or small. They go in there. They sell their stuff for, I don't know,
Yep.
10, 20, 30 bucks.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
it's 20.
No, and yeah,
20
with
and
inflation, everything is like 20 and up.
Yeah.
And even if they get only like, what, 10 people in the whole weekend, that's still a good bit of money.
Well, but also you got to think they covered the booth costs and stuff,
Yeah.
depending upon how big they
Also,
are.
they
If
get
they're
a-
big enough, then I'm sure.
I'm
They
sure that
probably get a
was-
guarantee too, like from
That-
ticket,
oh,
ticket
yeah.
sales
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all that shit. Yeah, if you have people who want to come up to you and talk to you because you're on TV,
Yep.
milk it.
Excuse me. Yeah,
Milk it.
everybody wants to.
Milking time. Be a farmer.
Everybody wants to get milked, all right?
Everybody.
It's my life goal.
That's right. Just get in
Someday.
line. Get back in line. Get back in line.
Bring me a bucket. Bring
Yeah.
a bucket. Do the job.
Juan the Con Man.
Yeah, that's
what I
it.
thought I was going to
Nice.
say Con Man. Was that your title, Juan, or is that what were you referring to? Because everything goes right out of my mind after it goes through my mouth.
Yeah, that's
I don't
well, that's
remember
how
that
it
being-
escapes. Yeah, that's how it escapes.
Just like the hot dogs.
Yeah, that's what you want. Right? Yeah.
Hot dog fever, hot dog sickness.
That's right.
Right back to fever again.
Remember the order. Exactly. It goes right back around. It's that vicious cycle. Vicious.
Once I've-
you to the bank, to the blood bank.
To the blood bank. Yeah. So that being said here, Zach, do you want to talk about this now or later?
Let's talk about it now. Let's go for it.
Zach's got a thing to tell you, and so we're gonna to direct your attention to the center seat here.
I appreciate it.
To the featuring table.
Go ahead. I am really excited. I think the last time actually I was on, we talked about it a little bit.
Yes.
But it's officially happening. The new show, my new podcast, it debuts tomorrow.
There you go.
Wednesday, September 22nd. The comics that we love. It's all about me sitting down with a guest one-on-one and discussing a comic book or graphic novel that they love and just gushing about it. And I give some history of the author and artist and maybe a little bit of history on the book itself and how those things all tie together. And then we have an open discussion, the two of us, just about the story and the art and, and all that stuff. Great. We get into subtext. I am super excited for the show to debut. I hope people check it out. And also, I am running a little bit of a contest. So, I mean, this is going to be really tight. So you're going to have to hear this right now or tomorrow.
Yes.
But anybody who goes to Apple Podcasts on the 22nd of September and gives a 5-star review and a user review and downloads the show, and if you take a snapshot of your user review and 5-star review and send them to send them to comicsthatwelove@gmail.com, you'll get entered into a raffle, and you might win one of 2 Amazon gift cards, $25 Amazon gift cards. But it has to be on the 22nd because I'm trying to bomb the shit out of Apple's algorithm to push myself up through the ranks. Get some eyes and ears on the show.
There we go.
The comics that we love. Check it out, folks.
Check it out,
and
folks.
if you like us,
that's right.
If you like Zach, if you like any iteration of what's going on right now, you can get some of that in the show.
Absolutely
because
right.
You have all Zach. There's a little bit of Matt. There's a little bit of me.
There's a little too much of me.
There's a little too much of him.
I mean, a lot of the listeners probably have never just heard a one-on-one conversation between either of us.
Yeah, there you go.
It's slightly different, too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it definitely is.
We have this very high-energy bullshit entertainment, like throwing our fucking hands in the air like wacky tube man. But yeah,
Nick Dix and Alex Jones.
That's right.
Here and
Ben all Dick.
I don't want any questions about the team.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a little bit different flavor of our personalities in there.
Yeah. But this show is I'm really proud of it. I think people are going to enjoy it especially if you're a fan of comic books the way that I am.
It's very fun. I mean, I'm maybe a little bit biased because I was on an episode, but I've heard our episode and I heard the other episode that you kind of put up on your website, and I thought it was a kind of a cool, relaxed, deep dive into maybe a work that, and even though it's spoilery. Because you kind of say that in the beginning, like we're gonna touch on all of this comic book arc. It still is very interesting because if you listen to it, it may still get you into that work, and because it's more about why it's cool versus every little plot detail.
Yeah,
yeah. Then that's really what I was going for. Is you can't really discuss something fully without just getting into the spoilers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely right.
Good company on that one.
I'm a firm believer in that one.
Matt can't tell you one thing about a movie.
Don't ask me about anything if you don't want spoilers because I don't hold back.
Oh, I listened to the podcast. I know.
Right. That's
I saw
right.
This movie last night, and then he tells you the ending.
I'm going to tell you the ending, but there's one part in the middle you're not going to believe.
A cool little part. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep
that in my pocket. This little pocket in my shirt that's too small for everything. Anything.
I've got a buddy, Mike Veach, who was the king of spoiling movies to the point where our friend group just started calling it Veaching. and so
there you go.
This was all through high school. He would always be like, "Oh man, you've never seen that movie? You got to see it. At the end, he kills the bad guy with blah 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 blah," and he gives away how the bad guy dies and who the bad guy is. And and you don't know it through half the movie, but he's the bad guy. Then at the end, so I waited. And when the Lord of the Rings movies came out, I fucking spoiled the whole thing for him. we finished watching the first one, and then I told him what was going to happen through the whole rest of the thing because I had read the books.
Right, there you go.
And it was the most satisfying feeling.
It's good.
Decimate the next 4 years of movie watching.
That's what you have to do. You have to keep it moving. You have to just keep people's brains so that they're always looking for the next little nugget of information, so that there's got to be something that's in that film that I just have to find something that they didn't ruin for me. And sometimes you can't. Sometimes they've scorched the earth and there's nothing left. There's nothing left.
I think it's more of a matter of how your brain works. Because
Yeah.
you see the plot points and that is what you focus on.
Correct.
It's the only way for you to recount a movie to someone.
Right.
It's harder for you to kind of extrapolate some of the more like undertones or subtlety
Mhm.
like things because that's
Yeah.
not that important to you. So you're
Exactly.
kind of like, yeah, like I don't know what color the wall was in that scene.
Yeah.
Why would I even notice it?
Yeah, exactly
Yeah.
right.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Well,
They didn't paint it.
When we first started doing movie reviews on TFD Nerdcast, I had to teach Chad to not do that because Chad's version of doing a review was recanting the entire film and then at the end being like, "Yeah, I really liked it," and he would just tell he'd be like, "And then this happened, and then this happened, and this was cool, and then this happened, and I really liked it."
Yep.
I'd be like, "Chad, you just told them the entire. You didn't review it. You just told them the entire.
You just
movie.
ruined the whole movie. They just heard about the movie now. That's not a review. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's true. It takes a little bit of honing to be able to do that. But you know, we all have our styles.
That's right.
You know, with certain things. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's happening that I was supposed to talk about that I don't remember.
Go listen to Zach's show.
That's right.
That's all we care about in this episode.
That's right.
Go check it out. Zach needs views. He
That's
needs
right.
reviews, and you can get yourself a free fucking gift card.
You might get 25 Bezos bucks.
You probably will because think about it. If everyone says, "I think I'll do that," but then they don't,
That's right.
and then you're the only one that does it, guess who's going to win?
Yeah, number one, then I'll be super happy that you did it because
Yes.
you were the only one.
Exactly right.
And I might just say fuck it and give you 2 gift cards.
You-
then you'll get $50.
You might get $50.
And all that stuff you can buy. Amazon owns everything.
My
They
God,
basically
you can
buy
get
people's
anything,
souls.
anything
buy
you want.
Grandma Soul back to her.
Grandma Soul on Kickstarter.
Welcome to Kickstarter.
Yeah, Grandma Soul. You can buy that back. You can get it back from the grips of Hades.
Who do you think owns hell?
Yeah,
You can get a bottle of John F.
Hades or Jeff
Kennedy's
Bezos?
semen.
Why do you think Bezos is trying to stick his dick rocket through space? He's trying to fuck heaven.
yes.
He's already made a deal with the devil.
He's got that
he's
locked
trying to
down.
get all the kingdoms.
That's where all sweatshops
Heaven-
are. They're
That's
always
right.
sweating.
Down in hell, it's hot.
They're always sweating.
Its
Rag-
work isn't that hard. It's just real hot. I like it when
Ragnarok
you sweat.
Ragnarok is near, and Jeff Bezos is Loki.
Yeah, he's ready.
Jeff Bezos is the clown. Well, I don't want to say clown prince. That's a Joker.
That's the Joker. Yeah.
Mischievous clown of our generation.
Yeah,
Right, he's gonna crack a hole in the sky so that the frost giants can get through, and so Fenrir can come through.
Yep.
Then we're all fucked.
Yep, that's it. We thought we had it going. We thought we were living in the age of technology and everything. Oh no, this has all been a facade.
All roads lead to Rome.
All
And we're
roads
heading
lead
back
to
there
Rome.
again.
And all we know.
Pantheon's coming down. I know that's Greek too.
That's right.
Shit.
It's the
And,
pantheons.
and we're also talking Norse mythology, but that's okay.
That's exactly right.
all
All
together.
this shit, all of them, they're all coming through. They're going to rip a giant hole in the sky.
And then Shiva's coming in.
Shiva's coming in. We've got all Marduk. Oh, all different.
Marmaduke's coming.
Marmaduke's coming. We got the brighter side. They're everybody.
We need the poo.
Winnie the
Everybody.
Pooh.
Garfield shows up.
Oh man, he's going to be so hungry. He's just going to eat all the lasagna on the planet. That's like the 13th horseman of the apocalypse. He never made it out of the stable. It was everybody
He's
left
got
their lunch.
lasagna fever, and
Yep.
then he'll have lasagna sickness.
Yep, it'll be lasagna sick. That's it. This is what you need to take away from this episode, folks. Is that you need to watch, you need to listen to the show. All right. Not just our show anymore. All right. There's another show that you need to listen to,
right.
and it is the comics
that
that
love.
we love. All right.
Spell it
Episode
wrong.
1.
Don't spell it wrong.
Episode 1 is me and my pal Adam Brinker, and we are talking about the DC comic Mr. Miracle, which is really fun because it's this dude Tom King who he's got this really interesting take on just characters and stuff. He was a former like CIA agent or something, and he took these old Jack Kirby crazy as fuck New Gods characters and just did really humanizing things to them.
Yeah.
Like, it's really crazy. It's
He did
such a
all
good
kinds
book.
of stuff.
He did all
Oh,
kinds of stuff
If
to
you
him.
could only see the videos.
There's all kinds of crimes being prosecuted right now in high court.
That's right. If you could just see the things he did to Granny Goodness.
Oh my God. It's
That's
like
a real character name.
It sounds really suggestively bad.
it's like It's like Christmas back in Vietnam. So that, and also remember, it's fever going in, but it's sickness coming out.
We're a health podcast now.
That's right. And we don't lie to you here.
We don't lie,
Never
okay?
fucking lie on this show
I
ever.
just got screamed at by Freddy Krueger.
And here's some weird news.
Let's go.
God. All right, internet people.
Exclamation. God.
All right, let's see, internet people.
We got our strong two live listeners right now.
Yes.
I think it's Juan, and I believe it is Deirdre. Is it
Hi.
Deirdre?
I don't
Give us a wave.
Probably.
Give us a,
Maybe. Might be
I believe
somebody
so.
else.
I think Kenny dipped out already.
Yeah,
Son
yeah.
of a bitch.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
left.
like,
a while ago.
I don't care that much.
It's his anniversary. You know, he at least he popped in.
That's true. Happy anniversary, Kenny. Even though you're not here.
Hey! Well, he might go back and listen to this. And this is all this posterity.
Oh, it is
Like,
Deirdre.
This stays on. Hey, Deirdre.
Hey, Deirdre.
Deirdre is like basically a part of our team. Like
Absolutely.
Juan and Deirdre are kind of part of our
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
So the whole team is basically just here.
They're the
That's
only
all right.
ones holding us together.
It's a board meeting.
That's right. Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
That's what we call these in between parts of the show now, the board meeting. Why won't this mouse work? Click here. Follow my commands. Okay, it's being
Your
stupid. We gotta give it a
computer's
second.
being dumb.
Yeah, it's not paying attention to me right now, but that's okay. We'll get back onto the thing. I got to get the weird news ready anyway. I don't even talking
Oh,
about.
there you go.
See
Get her
that?
ready.
We got to get her ready.
That's right. By the way, Gervasi, you are going to be episode 2 of the show, I think.
Yay!
Yeah, so
I'm-
you're going to be episode 2.
I feel like kind of important.
I'm saving you for later in the season, I think, sooner.
All right, that's fair. I mean, mine got a little heavy. I know. So
little heavy.
little tiny bit.
It was super interesting, though. That was one of the cool things. I'm just going to keep talking about my show
Yeah,
while we're waiting.
Yeah, do it.
Do it.
That was one of the cool things about doing that show was that every person, even though they came in to talk about this comic book, a little bit of them came through, and we got to kind of divulge. You know what I mean? And you got to kind of understand the person a little bit and why they liked the comic, even if they didn't on purpose tell you that. You kind of figured it out. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a dive into it's a bit of a introduction to these comics that these people love, that we love, but also the person that, like, the people in your circle and you.
Yeah.
And like, I think that establishing who your kind of characters are on in your network is important to kind of gain, the audience's connection.
Sure.
So I think it is a good premise of,
It's fun, man. Like, one of my favorite episodes that I did was with my friend Al. He's from the Philippines, and he brought a Filipino comic book to my attention that is a supernatural book that it's this magical girl who's basically like a Filipina John Constantine.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Filipina John Cena.
I'm here for that.
No, but and it's all like it's a supernatural comic book, but it's all just the supernatural characters and stories of the Philippines. It's not the shit we're used to seeing in supernatural stuff. So it was so fascinating.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
like a cultural dive there.
Yeah, it was great.
Very
and
interesting.
And he was telling me about, like, because there's like, every culture has the white lady. There's white ladies everywhere. That sounds weird.
There's white ladies everywhere.
You're not wrong. There's
Yeah,
white
it's
ladies
true,
all over
it's
the goddamn
true,
place.
yeah.
Some places there they don't belong.
Like ghostly white ladies, like ghosts, and they have one specific on this road called Balete Drive in the Philippines.
Mhm.
And the thing is, when you drive down that road, it is a creepy street, and their thing is, do not look in your rearview mirror while you are on this street.
Mm.
And he's like, we're talking about it because it's in the comic, and he's like, I used to have to drive that road every day to work, and he said, when I hit that road, I blasted my music and I just turned the mirror away from myself. He was like, because it was a legitimately creepy road, and you got a weird feeling whenever you were on it. And he was like, and I just floored it through that street.
That's it. You got to get through it. That's it. That's what they
I
say.
wonder how many rear end accidents happen
Right?
there. People aren't looking at
Maybe
their
it's
fucking
creepy
rear
'cause-
views.
Maybe it's creepy because it's haunted because people keep dying.
That's
in car
right.
accidents.
Everybody dies in car
The
crashes.
narrative
yeah.
has then created a self-fulfilling prophecy. of
That's
why
it.
it's scary.
That's it. and it doesn't get more American than that.
You get fear fever and then fear sickness.
That's right.
Yep.
Fever to the sickness. Remember the process.
That's like fucking Gravity Hill. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gravity Hill?
there's one of those everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, your car will go up.
There's gravity everywhere.
And if you put powder on the back, you'll see the fingerprints of the little kids who pushed your car.
Man, there's some strong kids. They've been pushing. They got to be ripped.
Right.
Those kids got to be ripped. They've been pushing cars up hills for all this time.
Like fucking Conan when you see the little kid pushing the big bar and then suddenly it's Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, exactly right. Man, he's biting the neck out of a vulture and all kinds of shit. A crazy, crazy thing. All right, let's do this weird news stuff.
Help me, Jesus! Help me, Jewish God! Help me, Allah! Ah!
Weird news.
Weird news on the Kickstarter match.
Help me, Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise used the wheelchair hold me to get the fire off me! Oh, help me, Oprah Winfrey! Ah!
A tarantula enjoys a fine chewing gum. A human torch is denied a bank loan. The arsonist has partnership.
And now with this week's weird news, here's the
So for our first story, I got really excited there for a minute. We had 5 people watching, and
damn.
thank God they dropped out real quick. So anyhow, let's get started here with our first story. And as you can see, I did not forget to add the screen today. You guys can't see it because you're not. Matt's got the stream, I think. But anyhow, I'm just saying I remembered to put the TV screen up this time again.
Very nice.
So we're in good shape. So for our first story, we're heading to our favorite Boston brewery. The latest beer from Sam Adams bears a price tag of $240 per bottle.
Yeah.
For Sam Adams.
And
Ugh.
it has another notable distinction.
Yep.
It's illegal in 15 states.
I'm liking it more now.
Now we're starting to move in the right direction. Now we're starting to figure out what we want.
I want this.
So
I want it.
I
right
want this.
now.
I want the world. I want the. So Samuel Adams said the 12th version of the Utopias brand, which the brewery rolls out every 2 years, will roll out October 11th. At the price of $240 for a 25.4 ounce bottle. The beverage contains 28% alcohol per volume, which is 5 times the average strength of U.S. beers, making it illegal to sell it in Alabama, Arkansas. I sure do love my mom, pa, Georgia, Idaho, Missouri, Mississippi, Montana, North Carolina, New Hampshire, Oklahoma, Oregon, South Carolina, Utah, Vermont, and West Virginia. So.
Like, what? Is it because it's classified as a beer and not a liquor? Is this why there's some weird
Maybe.
restrictions
I
going
think
on
it's
with it?
I think that there's beer regulations in certain states. A beer's got to be a certain volume, and it's just way too high.
It's above that.
It's like basically just pour yourself a glass of liquor.
It's halfway to a liquor at that point.
Why do you want a half-ass liquor and an overdone beer by a shitty beer company?
How dare you?
Bad.
Sounds bad. You leave Sam Adams alone.
I'm moving to Alabama.
I'm moving to
where it's
Alabama.
illegal.
That's
I
right.
don't have to see it.
I don't want to see any of this
I don't
beer.
even want to look at it.
Sam Adams is just kind of like arbitrary to me.
Yeah,
whatever.
I used to go in pursuit of Oktoberfest every year,
Mhm.
and then it just started getting the flavor just wasn't sitting with me anymore.
Huh.
I don't know why, but that was the last. I mean, I'll drink it if it's around, but it's certainly not one that I seek out either. But I certainly don't hold the disparaging point of view
No.
that Matt does.
Every once in a while, I like a good Boston lager, and whenever I'm up that way, I like to get their, what do they call it, the Bricktop Red or something like that.
Mhm.
It's a beer that you can only get in the Boston area.
Yeah.
It's really good.
There you go. That's what you want.
Joining the club.
Join
Yeah.
that club. We pioneered the barrel aging and blending process of Utopias almost 30 years ago and continue the time-honored tradition today. Jim Koch, the founder of and brewer of Sam Adams, said in a news release, since the introduction of Utopias in 2002, brewers have explored uncharted territory with each brew experimenting with different kinds of aging barrels, new flavors, and different blending techniques. And the result is always I can do it. The result is always special spirited and worth waiting for more. He said, I was watching a documentary, which I probably talked about on the show. It's called Chasing Whiskey, I believe. And it's all about the Jack Daniels distillery. And it was so beautiful that I almost broke into tears a few times. Believe it or not. But anyhow,
only you and Jack Daniels himself will cry over his alcohol.
It was just so beautiful
without having ingested any of it.
And the Pennsylvania board is not selling the big bottles of Jack Daniels right now because of the shipping problems that are going on.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's affecting everybody.
It was one of the things on the list. So I was like, well, it's a good thing I get my liquor in Maryland then, even though I'm sure that's not illegal, but whatever.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Across state lines.
It's definitely illegal.
It's
Buying
what the Duke boys did every week
in one state and driving it out. What was this, like
Yeah.
prohibition? You
No,
can't.
but it's always been that way.
They can't
Yeah.
regulate that.
People do it.
Well, they
How the
can't
fuck-
regulate it, but
how
they
the fuck are they
can't
gonna
regulate your
that?
seat belts
How
either.
the fuck are they even going to know where you got your liquor from unless you keep the receipt? You just toss it in the trash.
That's why I always eat the receipt on my way out the door.
It's
No evidence.
It's a quick snack. It
That's
fills
right.
your
So you don't
tummy.
mind if I ate the receipt?
I got
right?
that receipt fever. All right.
Receipt fever, receipt sickness.
That's how you reprint the receipt. So that speaking of reprinting the receipt, this story is going to be a little anticlimactic. But Las Vegas police found 30 boa constrictors inside of a home
Fuck that.
before they found out that nothing was amiss. Investigators came across
Everything's fine here.
There's a bunch of snakes in here. Oh wait, no,
Jake
it's
the
okay.
Snake Roberts' house.
It's
That's
okay.
fine.
Yeah, investigators came across the snakes Tuesday during an unspecified law enforcement investigation and promptly called Clark County Animal Control. The Las Vegas Journal reported the county agency responded that they determined that possession of the animals was not criminal. But they said in an internal email, since local law does not prohibit having dozens of boa constrictors in a residence, but for practical purpose, there would be a limit of the number of animals that someone could adequately care for. For any legally owned animal, the owner must provide clean water and food, a clean area or cage, and the animal must be kept in an appropriate zone. If it's confined to a cage, the animal must be contained in a safe manner. Failure to provide the safe and clean living space could lead to an animal cruelty charge. Or a whole bunch of these giant snakes just getting loose.
I'm fine with I guess the reptile, life and like them being not like a cuddly creature. Oh, which one was that?
Not a fan.
That looks
God. Atomic Pumpkin.
Oh, by New Belgium.
Oh.
Could I share your COVID?
If you
can have it.
If you diverge too far from the fat tire, you're gonna be disappointed.
I also drank some of this Shipyard Pumpkin Head.
Ooh, no.
Oh my God.
Nope.
You want
I'll try that.
Die
There's
on
like
that
a
one, too.
nasty backburn that I don't like.
It's spicy. It says spicy, but I thought they meant like pumpkin spices.
Yeah, like basic dish spice.
Yeah.
That one's not terrible. That one's kind of bland compared to that.
Yeah, it's very bland. I'll just stick with my brains. Thank you very much.
I'm a big fan of Weyerbacher.
Oh, yeah.
Weyerbacher's
Mhm.
pumpkin ale. That was a good one.
I had a baked pumpkin pie beer earlier. That was pretty damn tasty.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Ooh, a local beer, Pizza Boy, does a lactose
Mhm.
pumpkin beer.
Oh,
It's like creamy, almost like it's good shit.
I have to check that
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
So no, it's okay. It's all good. Speaking of creamy, wanted to continue. What a steady stream of tacos in your life. Well, if you're in Arizona, you're in luck because you can subscribe to Taco Bell. How'd you like that?
Subscribe?
You can subscribe to Taco Bell. The fast food chain revealed that it's testing a Taco Lovers Pass where customers can get one a day for 30 days.
If you got taco fever,
If you got that
this is where
fever,
you gotta go.
let me tell you how we
Arizona.
can turn that into a sickness. Taco Bell is testing out the subscription service at select restaurants in the Tucson area. Customers use the pass exclusively through Taco Bell's app. They get their free taco, and then they add the pass to their online exclusive section of the menu.
The tacos
to their
will
cart to check out.
exclusively pass through their anus
Yeah, right.
in a fiery explosion.
Well, this is where the important part comes in. Consumers can choose between 7 different types of tacos.
Ooh.
It's not just, your run of the mill. It's not like you get an upsize of your fries at McDonald's or whatever. This is a whole thing, okay? You can get the crunchy, you can get the soft, you can get the supreme, a whole bunch of different versions of those. Or, ready for this? This is the one. I'm going to try and calm down here first. Hold on.
Breathe.
The Doritos Locos taco. All right. Now, I don't know if I talked about this on the show, but I'm going to talk about it right now because there's a giant Taco Bell sign on my TV in front of me, and it's making my blood pressure go up. Okay, and not just because of all the sodium in the tacos.
You say if you were there, it would be doing the same thing.
I saw a picture of someone who I thought was in New York City at the time, and I'm still pretty sure they were in New York City at the time, of them eating a fiery Doritos taco from Taco Bell. All right.
I know where you're going with this now.
Shut up. I'm going all the way here.
Oh boy.
I'm not reining it in. And I went promptly to the Loco Taco Bell. Right?
Yeah.
No fiery Dorito taco.
Son of a bitch.
I was livid. They're so bad for you. And I don't eat quad stackers anymore. I need
you
it.
need to have some offensive food inside of your body.
Oh my God. I used to get like 7 of those fuckers.
Dude.
And oh my God, they're just coated. It's basically like after you eat the whole bag of Doritos and you tilt the bag up to get all the glitter that's at the bottom.
All the glitter.
It's all that Dorito glitter. They just coated this taco shell in this stuff, and everything tastes bland for like 2 weeks because of all the salt. It just desiccates your tongue.
Yeah.
But
you
it's
look like
so
you basically look like
good.
Emotep when he's first coming back to
That's
life
exactly
again.
right. All your cheeks just
You
have
gotta-
holes all
You
through
gotta
them.
find the guy who stole your organs. You
Yes.
gotta take his tongue and his eyes.
Exactly
Yeah.
right. That's
And
exactly
Brendan
what
Fraser
you
will play the piano with a
Man,
cat.
I
It'll play ragtime with a cat to be like, get out of my fucking house.
That's my favorite ragtime song.
I love that
Get out of
song.
my fucking house.
Yeah. Oh
Look,
man,
here's a
What-
cat.
it was a hit.
Bop-a-dee-bop-dee.
It was a hit in 4 towns running. So back to that's the end of my tirade.
Hey, and that was just basically the main point being Matt was fucking furious that there was no
Yes.
Doritos
I would
Locos
be very
fiery
sad, too.
tacos. But I
don't-
believe that there are.
there aren't. There are not.
You got it's like select areas.
You
and-
just got to go over to the next town or something.
What town? Tell me the town. I looked all over the place. None of the towns had it. There were no.
It's definitely a nerd for Matt.
I don't look. They got the regular Dorito tacos. Whoop-de-doo. That's great. Have a great day with your nacho dust. All right. I want it caliente.
He wants
If
the
it's
hot
not
glitter.
spicy, it's not worth the heartburn. Okay. Which I don't get, by the way, but most
Sounds
people
lucky
do.
for Matt.
I'm lucky.
Do you
Yeah.
remember the
God.
volcano tacos that they used to
I
have?
remember the
Those
volcano.
things-
I actually
tacos.
did really like those.
Yes.
Dude, college, I basically lived off of volcano tacos and Korean food. That was basically, I
Man.
was like 300 pounds when I got out of college, but damn it, they were delicious.
That's the important part is the taste. And that's why I need more of this spicy glitter in my life. But taco,
I was just going to comment on it. There's more to the story, right?
just one more
Oh,
sentence.
okay, go ahead. No.
I like our version better.
Yeah.
So I'm a bigger fan of this. So Taco Bell says prices vary between $5 and $10 based on the user's location. That's the end of the story. Go ahead.
That's a subscription price?
That is the subscription price.
$5 to $10 a
$5
month.
to $10 a month.
So
for one taco a day for 30 days.
Can I just comment on how fucking stupid this idea is?
I'll allow
pretty
it.
stupid.
You have to pay up front for one taco per day. They're not going to bring it to you. You got to go to fucking Taco Bell to
Yeah.
eat one taco every single day to make it worthwhile.
And you know why that
I'm
is?
so
Because
mad about this. Fuck, they're so dirty.
because they're totally like, they are banking on the fact that you'll get there and one of their fucking dinky little cheap ass tacos isn't enough.
No.
So you're gonna buy 3
You've
or
got
4
to get
more.
something
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, I
gonna
want
get a
something
crunch
else here.
wrap or something. Like they know they're gonna make way more money off you if you're coming for one free taco every day.
I don't see how if you give it any forethought whatsoever, you're going to sign up.
Most people won't
But
because they're
I am
stupid.
giving too much credit to everybody in this world. I should know better.
Shame on
2020
you.
should have taught me better.
That's right.
Of course I want a free taco. You talking about a taco at half price?
You
I
think?
get a free taco every day.
Yeah, that's right.
Give me.
Every time you go to the taco store, everything just gets worse and worse and worse. And we think that technology is going to help. It's going to make things better. That as time progresses, we're going to be able to save the weak and help to bolster the strong and send dick rockets into space. All these things are what we're hoping to do. But all we really ended up finding out is Mother Nature hates everybody. A swarm of bees have killed 63 endangered African penguins.
What? No!
How does this happen?
No!
How?
I don't know. So unexpected, and I'm so sad.
Did at least Morgan Freeman do the narrative to it happening?
Morgan
And he stung him again. And again.
That's right.
And again.
And the boils began to form on Penguin's face. And
So this happened outside Cape Town in South Africa. This was the South African Foundation for the Conservation of Coastal Birds. The protected birds were found dead in Simonstown, a small town near Cape Town, home to the colony of penguins, and taken for postmortems. That's right. They took all these penguins to be autopsied.
Get the coroner in here. We need to know exactly how this happened.
We need to
I
know.
wonder how they died. Maybe it's all the dead bees surrounding them.
Just a hunch. The protected birds were found dead, and after tests, we found bee stings around the penguins' eyes.
Aww.
What a place to start.
What the fuck is wrong with these bees?
It was a very rare occurrence. We do not expect it to happen often. It's a fluke.
It's fine.
There were also dead bees on the scene. So the area in this national park has honeybees as part of its ecosystem, but the penguins must not die. Wait a minute.
They must not
They
die.
must
The penguins
die.
must die.
Must protect them.
The penguins ... ellipses must not die just like that, as they are already in danger of extinction. Oh, I suppose this is someone who doesn't have English as their primary
Well,
language.
he's
So
just, his main
so
point
it's
being
just saying, like, we don't want the
tragedy.
these penguins can't be dying like this. They're protected species. But they said that samples had also been sent for disease and toxicology testing. There were no external physical injuries found on any of the birds.
None of them were.
Was it extraterrestrial? We don't even know. We're guessing it was the bees.
The penguins weren't inebriated.
The penguins weren't. We checked them. We checked to see if they were drunk. They weren't drunk. So we don't know what was going
Just
on.
full of poison.
It's a
I don't know
complete
that
mystery.
the one that's looking straight at us looks kind of drunk.
Yeah, it's like, hold on.
Where are you
Which-
guys looking
Which
at?
way are you going there?
I didn't even notice until you pointed it out.
Yeah, he's doing the one eye thing.
Hey, is that bees?
Yeah. Now,
Penguins
see,
are
the thing is, the aliens killed all of the penguins and the bees at the same time and left them on this beach. That's the scary thing.
That's frightening.
Yes.
I wouldn't even put that out of the realm of possibilities.
Well, I am.
They
Gonna,
framed.
I'm going to put them out of
framed
out of the
these.
possibilities. The postmortems. Postmortem. Yep. But hold on. Let's turn this off. That's better. The postmortems showed all the penguins had multiple bee stings. So African penguins, which inhabit the coast of the island of South Africa, are on the International Union of Conservation of Nature's red list, meaning they faced high risk of extinction.
They're mostly like prey, aren't they? I mean, penguins are eaten by polar bears and seals and all kinds
Yeah, I
of
mean,
shit,
look
dude.
at them.
Yeah, they eat fish and stuff like that, but
They're cute little birds that
but they're
can't really
quick,
fly.
swimming in the water.
waddling
Swim.
around.
As waddle, look for honey, like they're like Winnie the Pooh.
But you get
apparently.
them in the water,
Penguins waddling around looking for honey.
zipping around. That's right. Yeah, they're all fighting over that honey all the time.
I don't know if it was mentioned in the story, but I'm not sure how exactly the bees attacked them. Was it just
That's what
Were
I
they
don't understand
roaming
either.
free, or
I
did a
guess
swarm of
near
bees come in?
near the coast or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. They didn't really get into all that.
It was
but-
fucking Frank, the one who's drunk and
Yeah.
looking at us, and he's like, "Look at those bees. Let's go fuck with them."
yeah. It's like I could go for some honey. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I'd like to go for some of that.
What'll happen if I smack that nest? You guys want to see?
Yeah, that's
stop it, Frank? Stop it!
Why do you always do this?
Oh God!
This is
Just because you make that noise doesn't mean they're going to let you get near them.
This is the fourth bachelor party you've ruined.
God, you gotta stop
a
making.
babe.
You gotta stop making him a best man. And everybody. I mean, you know, he's already dressed up and everything.
He's so great at a party.
He's so great.
He brings his own
He's
tux.
always dressed.
He's a silver-tongued bastard.
I'll tell you, speaking of silver tongued bastards, we're going to Rockland, Maine. We're going up to Rockland, Maine. When Virginia Oliver started trapping lobsters off Maine's rocky coast, World War II was more than a decade in the future.
What?
Holy shit! Well, that looks like it from the look of her picture.
The electronic traffic signal was a recent invention, and few women were harvesting lobsters. Nearly a century later, at the age of 101,
Oh my god.
she's still doing it. She's the oldest lobster fisher in the state and possibly the oldest one in the world. Oliver still faithfully tends to her traps off Rockland, Maine with her 78-year-old son, Max.
Oh my gosh.
Oliver started trapping lobsters at age 8, and these days she catches them using a boat that once belonged to her late husband and bears her own name, Virginia. So this lady I have actually found through a Reddit feed that I follow.
Nice.
That is Photoshop battles, or I guess
Yeah,
it's
PS
abbreviated PS battles.
Okay.
It was her throwing a lobster out, but they had it at just the right moment, so you couldn't tell whether she was like using the force to like pull lobsters out of the sea
At
or
this-
whatever.
At this point in her career, I believe it.
She's in Palpatine territory.
She certainly is.
Unlimited power. Right
you
there.
said she said
101.
101.
And her son is 78, and he's the one up front
I
there.
assumed that was her husband.
No,
I
that's-
know she
her
was-
husband's dead. Fed to the lobsters.
Yeah, they use for bait.
It's their patented bait. It gets them every time.
But
look at those eyes. They've
her-
seen some terrors.
Oh yeah.
She looks ancient, right?
Yeah.
But 101, I'm
Yeah.
actually surprised.
She looks
yeah, I know.
amazing for 100.
She's
Yeah. For
it's all
that
that
age?
salt air.
Hell yeah.
Salty air.
Yeah, it
Get
helps.
it, girl.
That's right. It helps to preserve the flesh.
It's like, she's like jerky right
She's
now.
basically pickled and she's pickled herself.
That's it. Absolutely. She says she's done it all her life, so she might as well just keep doing it. The lobsters used to
What
be
the hell else do you know how to do at that point?
exactly
Do
right.
what makes you happy.
Well, she said
Or what the only thing you know.
I'm gonna go back and get a law degree.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
I think it's finally time.
That's bullshit, Your Honor.
A lobster claw is not that strong, Your Honor.
Yeah.
He could never cut through a man's throat.
I'm an expert. The lobsters used to fetch around 28 cents a pound when the docks first started trapping them. Now it's 15 times that.
Wow.
So
Well, yeah, lobsters used to be like they used to be worthless.
Oh,
It was like
yeah.
peasant
It
food.
was
yeah,
a
they,
peasant food.
they
How
were
crazy
peasant
is
food.
that?
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah.
Now it's fancy because this lady kept fucking catching them.
Yeah.
They got to do something with them.
They got to do something.
They have to just jack the price up.
Just convince the rich people that it's a rich food.
Hey, guess what? Why don't you try some of this out? Wayne Gray, a family friend who lives nearby, said Oliver had a brief scare a couple years ago when a crab snipped her finger and she had to get 7 stitches. The old rice paper skin doesn't suture itself like it
Yeah,
used to.
a real terrifying scare.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, man.
I guess I may not make it to 101 with an injury like that.
She never even considered hanging up her lobster traps, though. The doctor admonished her and said, "Why are you out there doing the lobsters?" And she said, "Because I want to."
What the fuck else can I do?
Yeah, exactly. I just like doing it. I like being along in the water, and so I'm going to keep doing it. Well, just as long as I can. Sounds
I
like
tried being a DJ and it
that's
just didn't
right.
stick.
That's right.
You gotta let the music play at some point.
DJ G Ma.
But she was just shaking the
I
whole time.
can't
She wasn't
hear
doing it on
any of
purpose.
It's
this.
just record scratch, record scratch. There's no music in between.
I can't hear a goddamn thing.
Just lobsters clicking and clacking next door.
That's her signature sound right
DJ
there.
lobster clack.
DJ
Yep.
Lobster Clack.
DJ Lobster Clack is bringing it home. But hopefully we all live to be 101 and still
Not me.
out on a lobster
Please,
boat.
I don't want to be 101.
I
How
did.
about 78? You want to be 78?
That's fine.
Driving
Your son.
driving your 101 mother around?
I'll drive her right off the boat.
That's right.
I'll
Throw
drive
mama
right
from the
overboard.
boat. It's the sequel.
You've acquiesced with the lobsters to the point that you are one now.
Exactly.
Go find your new shell.
It's like Dagon. It's like you're starting to turn into these fish people. It's been around it so long as that port town. You start worshiping that weird cross with a sea anemone on it long enough,
Yep.
and it starts blessing you, whatever that means.
Turns in it. Maybe that's what she's doing. Maybe that's how she lived this long. She has some kind of a shell. She crawls
Her
into.
lower half is a crustacean. That's why you can't see it
She's
beyond
like-
the little.
It's like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Exactly
like
right.
fucking-
She can't leave the boat either.
Her real husband is Poseidon.
Yeah, he's got her heart, and one day
Yeah.
she's going to get it back.
And at some point, Zeus is going to eat her child, her 78-year-old
Absolutely.
demigod child.
I'm here for your boy.
I mean, her son was just made out of Zeus's cum that fell into the ocean, and the froth became him. And
that's exactly
That's
right.
a good point.
That's it. That's the
Why
Roman.
else?
That's the Roman one.
And that's what we're mixing and
We're
matching.
mixing.
today.
We're all
mixing and
about
matching.
we're all
Well, it wasn't
cultural
Zeus.
tonight.
It wasn't Zeus, but
That
but
wasn't
still,
Zeus, yeah.
Yes, but still,
I know nothing about it.
split that head open and out pops
Bam.
102-year-old lady.
102-year-old lady, lobster fishing person who's going to keep them lobsters fresh. And
She is the longest career lobster murderer of all time.
look
She's
at
a
that. Look,
serial
she's
killer.
they're
In
taking
the
pictures.
She is like the lobster Dracula.
Yeah.
She's a legendary monster to lobsters. She is 102 years old.
Dracula to lobsters.
She's Elizabeth Bathory.
She's the fucking lobster boogeyman.
Yeah.
Instead of Jack the Ripper, she could be Jack the Cracker.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she's just there all day. They're terrified of this woman. Don't worry, we're not in Virginia. No, her name is Virginia.
Her name is Virginia, but she'll go anywhere with those lobsters.
Oh man, and she's just waiting. She's got the tool. I mean,
Look at the
this is a
steely
photograph
eyes
of the crime. Yeah, she with the 8 layers of cataracts. She's just it's all by touch.
Sense.
It's all by
She's got
touch.
sonar. She's like a whale.
That's
Just like-
right. She doesn't even need to look.
She can hear. She can get the echolocation inside there.
Nighttime,
Knows where they
daytime
are.
doesn't make a difference.
It
to her.
looks
It's killing time. That's
so
that's what it
dangerous.
is for her. Every day, she knows exactly. She could just smell them. Drop the nets. They're here.
They're right here.
They're right
Looks
here.
like she's about to give a lot of real grandma sass to whoever's taking the photo. Too.
She looks like she's about to tell him, "I'd be happy to turn you into some chum if you want to keep asking me questions. I have some creatures to kill with my bare hands."
You say you point that tiny rectangle and you tap it, and it's going to make this a picture.
But won't that
A
take
moving
my
picture?
Won't that take my soul?
What and if she continues to look at the person taking doing the interview right there, and then in the meantime, not looking away, she kills this lobster that's in her hands while she's just locked eyes with the interviewer, just
With the absolute just
throwing it over her shoulder
At this point, I feel like that's
right into the bucket.
100%
yeah.
accurate.
Like she knows exactly where to hit it.
Yeah,
Where to twist.
It's exactly right. It's gone from intimidating to impressive, back to intimidating again.
When I see a picture like this and I extrapolate maybe what a future would be like if aliens were to kind of invade or just be part of our planet,
Right.
and imagine that we're some kind of a prey. Put yourself in the lobster's position.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden there's alien news about it. The greatest alien human hunter.
Yep.
You know, it's just the predator up there.
Yeah,
Guy
exactly
along with
right.
The most kills. And the
Oh
oldest.
man,
That's what it's like to be a
Yeah.
lobster.
that's what
And
it's
we
like.
can impart one lesson on you in this episode. It's that we want you to know what it's like to have a lobster Dracula
Somewhere out there.
stalking your
We
family.
want you to understand the concept of lobster Dracula.
Somewhere
okay?
out there, there's a podcast. It's the Kickstart with Flarp and Gloop.
That's
And
right.
they're talking about 101-year-old human hunter,
Yeah,
Nostalgia Mac.
that's right. And he's been doing it since his father first showed him how to use a plasma cutter.
Before the
And
first
it's
Galactic
just-
War.
That's right. Oh my God, just taking out people left and right. But as long as he remembers that it's people fever, then people sickness.
sickness.
That's how. That's
That's right.
the order of
Man.
things
Go out.
coming in.
What
and
goes
going.
in must go out.
That's right. And we'll see you next time on another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
And Matt,
And Zach.
And don't forget to go listen to Zach's show and do
Yeah.
all the things that he listed for you to do.
what Zach told you.
Do what he
Boom.
told you to do.
The
Okay.
comics that we love. 5-star review, user review.
Do
Do it
it.
all. September 22nd.
Do it.
Send in your entries.
Or after. That's fine too.
Yeah, just go listen to it. It
Just-
doesn't matter if it's right now.
Just
but go
do it.
Do it.
And I don't want any questions about the tables.
That's right.
All right. No questions about the tables.
Mm-mm.
You just mouth closed, ears open, listen to the podcast.
Boom.
Don't
Tight.
waste your time on our show.
We're tight.
Listen to Zach's show.
And don't drink.
Yeah, don't drink this.
Don't
bullshit.
drink Atomic Pumpkin spicy release.
It
It's
looks
not
awful.
great.
And don't drink Shipyard's Pumpkinhead. It's bland. Get that baked pumpkin pie thing, whatever the hell
Yeah,
that.
these were definitely
don't-
the Goldilocks where it was like, this is too bland. This is too much.
Don't drink them.
Don't try it. Don't bother.
All right, internet people.
Those of you who have hung in with us are two superstars.
We know one is Juan.
We got Juan.
Oh yeah.
It's always Juan. Number one. And probably Deirdre still.
Maybe Miles was here. He was one of the last people commenting, so
Oh.
perhaps it was Miles.
You
But-
get other comments than I do. I don't see.
It's on Facebook.
I'm on Facebook.
Well, I don't know why you're not seeing Miles, but I see him on here. I'm looking at him right here.
He's got a direct line. That's
I've got the main line, baby.
It's like I'm pretending to be part of the show.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
I'm full of no one
Yeah,
except myself.
just full of emptiness and tears.
emptiness and tears.
All right, well, thank you. That was perfect timing. The Instagram feed just dropped out. Well, thank you, everybody, for watching and for seeing all the new here. Let's put the new graphic back up on here one last time for you. There's our Patreon supporter thing. And here's a bigger version of Zach and the Portal thing. There we go.
Damn.
You've all got it, folks. Thank you for joining us this week.
I love it.
And we're going to go to MonsterCon. We'll have a special edition coming up of our usual MonsterCon recap that we'll do whenever we end up remembering to do it in between our drinking and perusing on all the other things that happen while we're there. The crazy shenanigans that we get into, we'll see if the coronavirus ends up impacting our fun too much.
I'm gonna try.
We know it's going to do something.
It's going to do something. I'm going to try to have my own amount of fun, but who knows what we're getting into, basically.
Go and get some big hamster balls and just roll
Tell
around
the
the
kid.
con.
His wife's sick. She's gonna get better. She's gonna get better. And I'm rich. I don't live in a hotel. My friend doesn't live in a hotel. We got a good wife. He's got a wife. He's perfect one. And the card. He's got triples of Barracuda, triples of the Roadrunner, triples of a Nova.
Triples of a no.
Triples of the Nova, folks. All right, we love you. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone. See you next week.
Bye-bye.